Hello.
We got the mics. Okay, quick backstory. This is the second time we're filming this.
Today.
In maybe like an hour. The first time the mics didn't work, the camera didn't work, nothing worked. So we're gonna redo it. We're gonna be like nothing ever happened. We never had this conversation before.
What conversation?
Exactly. So this is inside the mind of this. Oh man, this is inside the mind of Thursdays. So, Luke, you want to give them a little backstory of this name we have coined, if you will?
Well, here in Texas Tech, Lubbock, we and the guys,
the men.
Jason, Ian, the men.
The men.
We like to
Jake,
have our special
sometimes.
hangouts on Thursdays.
Yep.
Where we just hang out as men.
Hang out as men, as dudes.
Do
Sigmas.
manly things. We watch YouTube.
Yep.
We watch TV. We go to eat.
Yep.
We'll hit up the local hotspots like
Main
Main
events,
Event
Dave
or
and
Dave
Buster's.
and Buster's.
I think those are the only two places we've been on Thursdays.
Yes, but yes, yeah. So it's our day of fun.
It's
our
our
day
day.
of
It's our day
hanging
off.
out,
if you will.
yeah.
What do you think, Luke? We can brainstorm ideas. What should we do for next Thursday? We can start now. We can start early. We can brainstorm.
Next Thursday, I really would like to get outside and do something.
Go to the range?
The weather's getting nice. Yeah, it's just about that time where you just spend the evening outside, and
I would not be opposed to going to the range, personally.
then we'll set it in stone.
That's not gonna happen.
Uh,
It could happen.
It could happen.
The range is actually not a bad spot. Okay, I'll ask you the same question I asked you last time, and then we'll branch off it. This interview never happened before, Luke.
Okay.
Exactly the classic. So I asked him this earlier. I'll ask him again because I want to elaborate. What do you think is the most overrated thing about college that everyone thinks is just really hyped when you get here, and then now you're here? It's not as
Overrated.
exciting.
Well, the good part about this is I actually don't remember what I said.
Perfect. I don't
the
either.
First time,
I don't remember what he said either.
To be quite honest, overrated about college. Well, shoot. How about you go first while I think about
All right.
what I said?
What I think is the most overrated thing about college? Oh man, I think people overhype it to where it's like if you go to college, you're automatically gonna know what you want to do and get a job automatically. Because there's a lot of degrees. There are some degrees that you can get into, and you're like, okay, if I get this degree, obviously I'm gonna get a job right away. But there's some degrees that people take where it's like, okay, you may have this degree, but are you really going to use that in day-to-day life? Like, I know a lot of people in my old job had like business degrees, not like Luke's business degree, but like a very
out business.
like general business degree. And I was like, and he was like, I can't use this for anything, or like an art degree, or some sort of like music degree. You're just spending money for nothing. So I think overrated is people think you just come and get a degree and you have a job instantly.
Fair enough. I think I'd probably have to agree with you on that one. I really can't think of anything else that people, overrated a whole lot for. I mean, other than, like you have to go to college.
It's true.
Because that's your only path in life.
Only
Which,
path in life.
As Gen Zers, we know
Gen
that's
Z,
not.
as
that's
Sigma
not-
males, we know that's not true.
As Gen Z, aka Sigmas, we know that's not the case. We can make our own path.
Make our own path in life.
So,
Do you think the college experience is worth it? Like if someone told you, hey, you're gonna have to pay however much you need for like 2 years of college. We're both sophomores.
Yeah.
So we'll say if someone just said, hey, you have to pay for tuition, but you don't actually have to go to class, you just go for the experience. What would you think on that? Like, would you recommend that to somebody?
yeah, I would. I think, if you're blessed to not have to have like a full-time job or something, I think it's kind of a good little transitioning period from childhood to, go in the
Adulthood.
rest of your life
That's true.
working. So, I kind of like not doing something some days. I feel like we certainly have
Oh, we're busy all the
more
time.
free time than ever. So, I certainly like to take advantage of that because, it's going to end shortly here. So,
How shortly, Luke? When are you graduating? Do we know? I haven't talked to you about this. We'll talk about it on the podcast here. I haven't talked to Luke.
For the podcast.
When are you thinking? When are you thinking you're going to be out of
I'm
here?
thinking I'm going to be out of here next May. So
3 years. So this time next
program.
year,
So this
Luke
time
will
next
be gone.
year, Luke will be hopefully graduating.
Luke Braun James Quist will no longer be in this household.
Well, he might be here.
He may be in
He
Lubbock.
might just be hanging out, if,
But
if
he
I
may
got,
not
if I
be
got
in
time,
college.
But he may not be enrolled in school at the moment.
But he may already be a graduate. So we can go through the scenarios here. If Luke leaves, I will be a junior. Well, I will have one more year left of college. If Luke is graduating early, this guy may just hammer out his classes and get it over with because he doesn't want to be here by himself. I mean, these guys, this is going to be, Jason's going to be gone. Actually, Jason may be here longer than us.
You never know.
Yeah, I don't know. But we'll have Ryan, Michael. They'll be there. Ian will be here.
Ian.
That's true.
Yeah.
Jake will probably be here. We'll have the fellas,
You have the fellas.
but we won't have the fellas.
Right.
All the fellas.
Right. So, certainly I would come back to visit.
He'd come back. He'd pull up.
I would probably just stay, a couple weeks here at a time
Weeks,
or
and
whatever,
then go back to
depending
home.
on what I do, where I go. This guy's going to be pretty busy just living life, doing
life.
super cool things,
Yep.
living in mansions,
Yep.
partying.
Yep. This guy's the biggest party I've ever met.
Yeah, so, it's probably what the plan is. But I'm going to have to take some summer classes this summer.
Speaking of summer classes, have you registered to summer classes
I'm
yet?
not. I have to register. Well, I have as long as I want to register until actual summer. But I would
classes you
probably like
want.
to know what I'm going to register for and if I need to be on campus or off campus, because that could change what I do.
Would you be willing to be on campus for the summer?
It's just like a session, so I think it's just only a month.
That's not bad.
For a class. So, I could theoretically just come and stay for a month.
Stay for the month of June. Go back in July.
Something like that. So we're gonna see. Hopefully, ideally, I would be able to do them.
I'm assuming
remotely.
you can do them online.
I'm a business student, so I'm hoping that they don't care too much.
They don't care too much.
No.
So, I mean, this guy's thick stats. This guy's sitting in the Josh Giddey. For audio listeners, I'm wearing a Josh Giddey jersey.
Right.
This guy's thick stats, and he's debating if he should take it in the summer, get the 1 month, get it done with, or first thing next semester online. But I'm debating, if it's only a month, that's way less time to actually learn it. But at the same time,
But at the same time, are you even going? Are you going into this class to learn it, or are you going to this class to get it over with?
But also, it's will
the
it
thing
be?
is, will all the content be jammed into
Exactly.
1 month where it's impossible?
And where it's impossible to pass, or is it going to be dude, they make this shit easy because it's only a month,
Yes.
so they skip over big portions of the thing, or is it I have 7 things to do a week?
Could you take statistics through ACC?
I could.
I think that might be the play over
Is that
the
the move?
summer. I
Or
think
South
so.
Plains?
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be here. Right. Yeah. I think
I mean, I could do ACC online.
that's true. I think that going
GCU?
through you could. I think
Canyon.
going to community college for some of these classes, that we don't particularly
Need.
want to take. So or need.
I'll tell the podcast Thursdays the little story here. So before I came to Texas Tech, I didn't want to go to college. So my high school GPA was really bad. Y'all can guess in the comments what it was. If somebody gets it right, I'll give
higher or
them
lower 2.
lower.
No way.
Lower than a 2.0. This dude,
Well,
when
right.
I kid you not. Okay, also I was a senior COVID. I didn't go to school. So all of my senior year, I did not pass, quote unquote. Sorry guys,
It's Mr. Popular.
this is Miss
over
Pop
here.
over here. Quote unquote, I did not do anything. So I didn't fail. I still graduated, but also I didn't think I was going to go to college. So I was like, why do I need a good GPA? I was like, I don't need to care about these classes. I just need the degree.
GED.
These get degrees. Anyway, keep it moving. He has his high school degree. He works at a gym. I don't know why I'm saying. Okay, I work at a gym, and I'm like, man, what am I doing? I should probably go to college or something, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna start off doing online school. So I enroll in Phoenix University, Luke. I don't even think Luke knows
I don't
this.
think I did know
I
that.
enroll in Phoenix University, and I take history, biology, and a business class because I want to go into business.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, these should all and I was talking to the advisor the whole time. I was like, okay, these should all transfer over. So I shouldn't have any of I should have most of my basics done. So the first time I come to Tech, I don't have any basics. I come to find out none of them transfer in. None of the classes that I took transferred in as actual classes, except for my biology that did not count because I did not have a lab.
No.
So I had 15 elective hours coming into Tech.
There you go.
And none of my basics. And last year, I thought I only had to take one math because I mean, what the hell? And so I took my math, and I have to take another one. So basically, for any younger listeners out here, do not listen to anything your advisors say. And I mean that
Advisors are
genuinely.
Stupid. School sucks.
I mean that genuinely. I've learned to not care. I don't listen to my advisor anymore because the amount of times that she's told me that I have to do something, and then I do that, and she's like, "Oh, well, that actually isn't what you need to do." I think 2 semesters now, I've been in the class where she's like, "Oh, you actually didn't need this class as much as I thought you did," and I was like, "Okay, we were in a class here called sports management, and I'm doing a minor in sports management, and so I'm like, okay, Luke's taking this class, we might as well take it together." Our teacher is 80 years old in the first beginning of this time. She breaks her hip.
Miss Carla Kitten.
Miss Carla Kitten breaks her hip, so she's out. But before then, we had assigned seating. I mean, it was bad. It was pretty bad. That class was even worse. And now we have this teacher who calls us tier one research institution
We are
scholars.
scholars.
And it's a joke class. So that's a class where I'm like, okay,
What if she sees this?
I really hope she does.
We
You're
love
you're not a bad teacher, but like
We really appreciate
we
you.
really appreciate you for picking up the slack. You know, Luke can talk because Luke's nicer than me. Luke, go ahead. How do you feel about this class?
I certainly enjoy the class. I show up every day. She's very engaging, very enthusiastic about what she teaches, or you teach if you're watching this. But personally, I just would like maybe, like I feel like we're just learning general ideas about, the workplace. So to speak. We're learning our values and our stuff, which. Yes, is important to know, but I'm in there to learn about,
sports marketing,
careers
sports management, my fault.
in sports. Yep. I'm not there really to learn about
ethics.
Right, which I understand is important. It's not what we thought we were signing up for. I thought it was maybe going to be a little bit more hands-on, a little bit more,
grabby.
Direct for career paths.
My gripe with the class, I really don't mind it, if I'm being so honest with you. It's not as bad as I'm making it out to be. My thing is, well, same thing what Luke said. It's a sports marketing class. And in reality, sports management. I keep saying marketing. I've been saying marketing forever. Sports management class. But in reality, it's like just like I don't want to say this. It's for the people that aren't the brightest, who just need a class that they will get an A in and that looks good. And so if she just approached it as like, hey, guys, I know this class isn't that like rigorous, like, but we're going to do this. We're going to try to learn as much as possible. I would be much more engaged. But the way the class is presented is it's the hardest class I have on my schedule. It's
presented like
it's presented like this is a important class that is hard and that I need to lock in on. We have had no actual assignments due for 2 months.
Right. Ever since we transitioned
to our new teacher, we have had no real assignments. We don't have an exam. We don't have a final. We literally just go in there, watch a lecture, write some stuff down on a piece of paper, turn it in, and that's every day. Which I will say, I would rather have that than the class be insane.
Right.
And it's like, okay, then I think that'd be worse.
Quiz every class.
But also, it's like I want a little challenge in something.
Right.
Like I
would like some more like project-y type things.
Like
you get to get with your we have
our group.
Groups. And it's
groups
of 4, Mitchell and I, 2 of our other friends. And if she's like, hey, I would like a presentation by like next week, just a little 6-slide presentation about something.
About ethics even. You could even do your ethics.
Sure. But a current event maybe.
Current event. Like what's your favorite sports current event?
I'd
love that. But no, we don't.
Pretty sweet.
We don't really do that. I forgot where we got on this topic. Oh yeah, my classes and why we were talking about when Luke's gonna graduate. Anyway, so whenever I transfer to tech, I have no hours. So I'm like, fuck. Okay, what am I gonna do? I just wasted half of my time doing this. So she's like, fast forward like a year later, I still have to take a basic in science. I have to take a biology lab. So I signed up for this biology lab this semester. It's 3 hours from 2 to 5 every Wednesday. And I go to the first day and I realize instantly I'm not built for this. I'm not cut out for this type of life. So I drop it. So now, speaking of summer classes and my stats, all this, it's all come for a circle. Does he take the stats in the summer and try to get it out the way and then take the lab next semester? Or does he just say, fuck it, this summer I'm going to take like a bullshit business class that's good for like a little thing. And then in next semester,
for our viewers watching, business is not bullshit.
Business is not bullshit.
Runs the world.
But there are some business classes that are jokes.
Right.
And there is some and there are some that you need as a curriculum in this college. So I could do that, or I could be an idiot and just take the hard classes this summer and try to cram it all in a month and be done with it. And so he's debating what he's gonna do.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, jeez.
My thing is, if I'm gonna be in Lubbock during the summer, I might as well. Like, there's really no downside for me taking a summer class. If I'm not in Lubbock, is there a downside? Still no.
Personally, I would just want to, maybe take 1 or 2 hard ones over the summer. That way,
make it quick.
Like that way, it's gonna be just a nice flow. Like even into the next semester,
Because
when we're here, like you're not gonna have to take biology lab or whatever, statistics.
Whatever.
Like you're gonna have a little bit of a lighter load, which I would assume would be nice.
Would be nice. I agree. I think the summer, I'm not gonna do much this summer because everyone's either gonna be A, in Austin, where I probably won't be that much, or B, I will just have nothing to do even if I'm in Austin. Like if I'm in Lubbock, no one's gonna be here. It's going to be me by myself, pretty much, for the most part. Like, Luke will be here
I'll come and visit
one weekend every
couple weekends.
But for the majority of the week, it's gonna be just me, and I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna be bored. So I think the 2 hard classes will give me something to do during the week. Because if it's an easy class, I can just sit there and I can bullshit it like I'm doing right now. I have 2 quizzes due tomorrow. I don't give. It's gonna take me. It's gonna take me 5. It's gonna take me an hour to do both of them. So like that's what I'm talking about. Like bullshit. If I took stats and my lab, I would actually have to lock in.
Right.
So let me know in the comments, guys, if anyone's listening this far, what you think I should do.
We know you're still listening.
We know you're still living.
Go ahead.
Basically, at this point, me and Luke are just yapping.
We're just cutting up.
We're just
two
two dudes cutting up. Luke, we have a cat named Pebbles. What are we gonna do? Realistically, I guess it's not gonna matter because you're not gonna be here.
Well, maybe.
If Luke is still here.
If I am still here.
Do we get another cat instantly?
Instantly, I don't know. That's like, if
you gotta have the mourning
if your
process.
girlfriend or your mom dies, do you go searching for a new girlfriend or a new mom? Gotta let it marinate.
You gotta let it marinate.
So I'd let Pebbles
marinate in the soul.
Let it sit with me for a couple of weeks or some months or something.
Maybe some months.
I couldn't go straight to it. I would feel so bad.
Yeah, I couldn't give the kid the same love.
I would feel disrespectful. One to Pebbles.
Yep.
Because it's like, how could you do this to me?
How could you do this to me? Yep. Because we've been holding it down since I've been here since day 1.
Right. And number 2, I would feel bad to the cat that we get
because I wouldn't love her the same.
I just wouldn't feel. We wouldn't have that connection right away that I long for.
Nope.
That we need and that we're used to.
That. Do we get a baby kitten or do we get like a Pebbles-esque, like a little older, a little more grizzled, but also still?
I just want something that doesn't poop and pee on the floor.
That's really
so. Like if they're potty trained, a year old, that's fine with me.
Let him know. His girlfriend does foster cats, so we honestly could really just get one of those.
She does, and we could
just hold it down.
Hold it down. Hold it down.
Any names that we're thinking of? What's like a joke that I guess we could name it Sigma.
Thursday. I'm just kidding.
If we named the cat Sigma, would that be bad?
I think that would be pretty. I think we should definitely go for like one of the 3-part names.
Oh.
Like a first name, middle name, last name. Mm-hmm. Like something Sigma something.
Yeah.
Like that sounds like that would fit good. Like I'm trying to think of
leave
like
them in the comments.
Yeah.
Like bra. Oliver, Luke's
Bra Sigma bra.
Bra Sigma bra. Wow.
Oliver
Sigma.
Not my favorite character in Invincible.
Sigma Mew.
Mew.
Instead of meow, it's Mew. Wait a minute. Meow Sigma. Okay, we're gonna switch this topic. When do you think Invincible's gonna come out again? When do you think the next episode's dropping?
Next year. I think it has to. I think
next year.
I think that they're on a better pace than this last year. I think they're gonna see how upset people were by this pacing.
That's fair.
Plus this break. I think during this break, I don't think they were working on, I don't know, maybe it was this finale episode, but like I feel like they've been working on some other stuff lately, I don't know for sure. I don't know anybody that works on the show for the show. I don't know any of the actors.
We are not affiliated.
I have a feeling in my mind and in my heart and in my loins, wherever those are,
somewhere,
that they're hiding it from us. Like they have stuff ready for us.
If they drop like next month, I would literally lose my mind. Like imagine if they post on their Instagram, they're like, "Hey, we have 3 more episodes, season 3 coming out."
Yeah, I'd be like, "You're kidding."
I would lose my mind. But I think realistically, with TV, even like animated movies, it's like they just
take a little.
Like Spider-Verse is not coming out for another 3 years.
But that's true. But that's like breaking barriers.
That's true.
Like that has potential to be the craziest animated movie ever. Maybe.
Last year, they dropped it last year. I think this time next year is when they will announce when it comes out.
Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Okay.
This summer of next year, they will say
fair. I'm trying
when
to think.
It comes out. So probably 2026.
Yeah.
Is when
I
it'll
probably
actually
have to agree because I was trying to think of what other like things like Super Bowl is always popular, but like it doesn't seem like a Super Bowl announcement type of movie.
No, it doesn't. So, it seems like a beginning of April.
Yeah, just like a random Friday in April or something. Friday night.
Friday in May, be like we're dropping it in like July of next year. Because that seems like a perfect time to drop that type of movie is during the summer.
Yeah, and that's what they did with the last one. I don't know about the first one.
That was like 5 years
ago. Into the Spider-Verse?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was quite a while ago. Unfortunately, did not see it in theaters. I watched later on.
I've seen that movie, I think, probably over 20 times.
Better or worse than Across the Spider-Verse?
Oh, man, dude. This just... Okay. You know, I'm glad you asked me this question, Luke, because this will get me going.
Yeah.
Nostalgic wise, like it's hard to go past the first one.
Well, because it's been out for a year. You can't really have nostalgia for something that's been out for a year.
Yes, but like I also have nostalgia with this one because of the soundtrack, because of like we were up here whenever it kind of came out, or not, it didn't come out, but like when we were actually like rewatching it, we were in college. But when I first watched, like the first one was like, I mean, me and Jason saw that movie I think like 20 times in theaters. So it's like, is it better? I don't know.
Okay.
But like, if you told me to pick one to watch, I'm picking the second one.
You're picking
like if right now you're like, hey, let's watch this one of these two movies.
Watch a Spider-Verse movie.
I'm
You're
picking
going
the
second
one.
That's fair. I think
I don't
probably
know
would
why.
go second though. Like it's just
like not doesn't
they feel different.
It doesn't flow better. It's just like there's more like I feel like there's more impact with the second one.
Yeah.
The first one is more of like not funny, but it's like less.
It's just like scaled down. Like it's on a smaller scale.
It's on a
smaller
scale. Yeah. There's no like future to it. It's kind of like this is because I don't think they expected to make a second one, so they kind of had the first one be the finale,
right.
and the second one you're looking forward to the third part. So it's like, ooh, I remember there's more to this. But with the first one, it kind of feels just like, oh my goodness. Okay, they can't see it, but our cat is out. Pebbles is here. The one we were just speaking of. Maybe if she comes over here, she'll get in the camera shot.
We'll have to see.
But I think the only movie / TV shows I'm interested in is like Invincible, Transformers as well. Invincible, The Boys, Peacemaker, the next Tom Holland Spider-Man, and then the Spider-Verse movie.
I forgot that's a thing.
And GTA. But I'm gonna hot take. GTA is just I've lost it. I've lost the hype for it. Maybe like 4 years ago, if I would have been hyped, but I just don't.
Because it's been so long.
Because it's been so long, and it's also like video games suck right now. There's no like really good game that's been released in the past like 2 years. That's like really like all the games that you play now are like which game is like new that you still play that you're like, damn, this is really fun.
Well, like I had a big Elden Ring phase.
See, I'm not.
No, I know that's a slower paced game. So Mitchell's not.
I'm not a slow paced guy.
Yeah, but like I don't know because I would say like the first Spider-Man.
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
Like the 2018's like the God of War and the Spider-Man.
I'm more thinking like multiplayer, I guess.
Right.
In my mind, there are some good single player games, but I don't know if it's just because like my attention span's so low. But like I was playing Ghost of Tsushima earlier this year, and it was so good, and I just never got. I was like,
go back to it.
I don't want to go back to it because I was like, this is just because I know it's just so long. Like I want a game that's like 2 or 3 days I can sit down, play it for like 3 or 4 hours at a time, and just. That's why I like Spider-Man so much.
The last previous Spider-Man.
Like Miles Morales was good.
Oh really? I never actually played that one. I was talking about Spider-Man 2.
Oh, you was talking about Spider-Man 2.
Well, it felt like it was like 20 hours.
It was a pretty quick game. I like the games where it's like, okay, it's not too like intense because Miles Morales was like, it was like I finished that. You could finish that in like 3 days.
Right. And
I also was really sick. I had mono when the second Spider-Man came out. But I cannot stop looking at this cat. She is literally right here in frame.
Nobody can see
right under the frame is our cat, and she is licking.
Can see her in the frame?
I don't know, but I don't think so because I don't think you can see because you can't see the computer.
Oh, dang.
She is just so fat, but she's really. I'm gonna get her. Hold on.
Or you can point down the camera at her. Here she is.
This is Pebbles.
Okay. This is Pebbles. Bye, Pebbles.
Well, I just had to let the people know that Pebbles does exist.
She is real. We were not just making that up.
She's a real cat. Luke, you have anything on your mind you want to yap about? Anything? Any questions that you have that you're like, man, this would be a good little topic?
Question for a podcast?
Whenever we round it out, because we got like 5 more minutes here. We can round it out with a Luke question.
That's funny. Okay, well, I'm trying to think. Okay. Same. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey, Mitchell Obale.
What up, Luke?
So sorry to tell you. You have 1 year to live.
Oh, man.
And your budget is
endless?
what you can dream.
Wow. What am I doing?
What are you going to do with 1 year of your life? Perfectly healthy. It's not like, you're not fighting something.
Yeah, I'm not fighting something.
You're perfectly healthy, but you only have a year and you know it.
Man. Okay, I'll give y'all like 3 things that I want to do because like in a year you have a lot of stuff. 1, I think I would never let anything bother me ever.
Okay.
Like, I mean, obviously stuff would still bother because I'm human, but like I think like like stuff like there's no
You
I
would
would
just
never
let go
stress about anything
of
ever.
all the little things.
All the little things, like all like the little issues I've had. So stupid because you're gonna die in a year, so you literally know that.
All right.
That's one. Two, I would not give a fuck about my sleep.
Your sleep?
My sleep, no. I would stay up till like 4 every day and wake up and like go to bed and wake up at like 9.
You get like sick.
Like,
if you do that for a week, you will feel like
that's
shit.
fair, but like I feel like nowadays I have like a set schedule.
But like, okay, right now, what's the point of you caring about sleep?
Right
Why
now
do you
in my
care
life,
about why do you care about sleep right now, but you wouldn't if you only had a year?
well, because I have responsibilities that I know will like longer in my life. I feel like sleep would be more important. That if I only had a year, I could be like, oh, I really don't need to sleep.
Justify it by the fact
yeah,
that
I could be like, I'm gonna die.
time.
Yeah, I'm wasting time. So that's why I probably wouldn't care about sleep as much. Would not care about eating what I would like. I wouldn't care what I ate, eat whatever. I wouldn't go to the gym, stuff like that. Like I would like cut off all the stuff that's like prolonging my life and like helping my life for the future. I'd be like, okay, this isn't really as important.
Doesn't matter.
That's one. I'd definitely like get all the boys and go to Vegas.
Okay.
All the boys. If I'd endless budget,
right?
I'm renting out a nightclub. Don't care. All the fellas.
Don't care.
Everyone get on the private jet. We're going to Vegas for a week. For a week. I'm paying everybody's salary. Take off work. Everything. We're going to Vegas for a week during a UFC fight.
Okay.
During a UFC fight, we're going to Vegas. Everybody taking off work. That's one.
Okay. Can I just?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just real quick. Like, what's the title fight? What's the?
If I had to pick.
Like, yeah, if you had to pick, because we're watching a UFC event. Like, I want to know what you want to watch. What do you want to see?
I really. Fuck. I probably want to see like a John Jones fight.
Okay.
I think John Jones retirement fight.
Oh,
John Jones retirement fight, or like a Conor McGregor fight.
Right.
But I don't really.
Fun.
One of those two. Big. Pause.
Right.
That's the first thing I'm doing. Second thing, courtside seats to LeBron game, preferably in the playoffs. But I need to see my king before I retire.
Right.
Those are my two sports ones. Third one. Oh man, I'm trying to think of where I would go. Probably like somewhere super snowy for Christmas.
There you go.
Like because I'm about to die for my
my
last birthday.
Finale,
for my last
Christmas,
birthday, get everybody. We go to like some like cabin in what's like a nice Christmassy town.
Like Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Yeah, somewhere like super random, like Montana or something. Get all the fellas, all the fam. We get a nice like big acre of land. Get a nice cabin and just sit.
There you go.
Luke, what about you, man? If you had 1 year.
If I had 1 year to live, that's hard. I have an infinite budget. There's just like you said, man, I'm not gonna work out.
Nope.
I'm not gonna care about
nothing.
This stuff. I don't, dude. How much weight can I gain in a year? That would be my challenge.
That'd be a question.
But personally, I would just travel.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Every week is a new location, or every month is a new country. I'd be going everywhere. I would buy a PJ. Have to. I would go. I don't even know where I'd go first personally. Like I don't. Like things in the world that I want to see, I don't even know. I've always wanted to go to Sydney, Australia.
Ooh, down under.
I'd love to be Australian, mate. Down under.
Would
love to see the Opera House, like at night. I feel like that's such a cool.
It's a good visual.
I've always thought about that for whatever reason. I think maybe it was from Nemo, because when they surface up in there in Australia, you see the Opera House in the back with the whales. That would just be awesome. That might be my first place. And then I'm taking a trip down. Well, I don't really know geography, but
I think everything. It doesn't. I think it's up, because isn't it below everything?
Right. So I'm going up in west, maybe. I'm going to like some like islands in the Philippines or something.
I think that is west.
Some Maldives. I think that's in there. No, I think it's. I don't know actually. Anyways, somewhere over there. We're going islands now. We're island hopping all over the place. I'm going up to Japan.
Ooh.
I'm seeing Mount Fuji?
That's Mount. I think it is Mount Fuji.
I think so too. I don't know. The cherry blossoms.
Yes.
Gotta see it before I die.
Yep.
Gotta make your way through China. Russia would be cool. I'd go see like Moscow or something.
Yep.
And then come back down. Moscow, rest in peace.
Moscow.
For all that who watched
Money Heist.
Anyways.
What a show.
I don't really know. Maybe I wouldn't go right now. It's a little not war torn, but just tensions are high.
A little sketchy out there.
So definitely do that. Come back down through Europe.
He's gonna come.
Hit the Mediterraneans. Go all through there. Take me a little trip through Africa. The coastline and You know, maybe go on some I've always wanted to go on like a safari. Would be sick.
That would be pretty cool.
Like seeing lions and like all these exotic animals that you couldn't even think of.
What do you think is the most like if for you personally sought after like vaccination spot?
Goat vaccination spot.
Like from
like if I could vacation
like
anywhere,
if you had like if you and Annika could go vacation somewhere, and it was like once again all expenses paid, you get to go. Where would it be?
That's hard.
Okay.
Like,
how about realistic vacation spot? Not like realistic to where like to right now you can go, but like in your lifetime, you're like, okay, I could probably get to a point where I can go here.
Man, like I would love to go to like the mountains of Europe.
Ooh,
you know, like I think like
thing.
Finland or something like that, or like a Norway. You know, where it's just like it's very green, it's very lush. The people are
very
I
nice.
think they're cool.
I think they're nice.
I think they're nice. I don't really actually know.
They're not
any
nice
Norwegian. I don't know. I don't know any.
I've met
Norwegians or
one
Finnish
Norwegian
people.
in my life. It was she went to Anderson and she's an exchange student. She's very nice. Very nice lady.
Well, then I'm gonna go off of that. I'm gonna say they're very nice.
Very nice.
And I would just love to see that, you know, like just during springtime or something, where it's just all green and the vibes are good. Everybody's happy. I think that's probably.
I'm trying to think, where would I go? Me personally, give me like a Spain, but like in the summer and like on a beach, like a Spain beach.
Okay.
Have you ever seen those pictures where it's like, it's literally like a I'm gonna describe this for the audio people. It's like a cliff, but there's like a whole town built into the cliff, and like on the edge of the cliff is like the beach.
Oh, okay.
Like, do you know like what I'm talking about?
Greece.
Is that Greece?
That is Greece.
Okay, then
and
Greece, not Spain.
I don't know if that's not the Maldives. That is I can't even think, but it is Greece.
But like it's like a whole town next to the ocean.
It's like the blue and white.
Yes.
And
yeah. It's like from Call of Duty, the Call of Duty map. You know, like Advanced Warfare map.
Yes, I do. I think I do. But that is
whatever
one.
that is, like where there's like a
That's
city.
the one.
That's the one. Because also, have you been to Catalina Island in California?
Don't know
that place is sick.
Catalina Wine Mixer. Shout out
yes,
Step Brothers.
Yes, it's a pretty sick place. It's like 45 minutes outside of like Los Angeles, and you go on ferry, and you get there, and it's like there's nobody there. There's no like houses. There are houses, but it's like 2 streets of houses, and then up in the mountains there's like nothing, and it's literally. It's a great place. I've been.
That's crazy.
But I wasn't 21.
I would love to be there.
I wasn't 21, and I didn't have the facilities to drink nor have any fun.
Right.
I was with the fam.
Next time.
Next time I will go.
I'm stupid and I can find.
He can't
the city,
find it.
But I also didn't look very hard. But that's okay.
It's okay. Well, you got anything else you want to yap about, or?
You know, that's a fantastic question.
I think me and Luke could probably yap for.
I think
3
we could
hours.
just keep sitting here talking about whatever. You know, we think about something and.
I mean, might as well. Where we're at. We're only we can keep it going.
Okay.
We can keep it going. Let's.
Let me take a little pause and check my phone real quick.
Take a little pause. I'll talk to the masses.
Okay.
I'll continue on my Catalina Island trip. So we went. You could not rent. It was only golf carts. There's no cars. You could get a golf cart, and you could only get these golf carts if you're like 25. So I can't go back on 25. I mean, I still could. But there was like a beach, but it wasn't like an actual beach. It was like a kiddie beach, pretty much. It wasn't like a big beach. And there's a lot of nice restaurants, super cool. But there wasn't any hotels, I don't think. Like, I don't think you can stay on the island. Like, I think you can, but it's like you have to Airbnb it. And I don't know. I'll ask myself this question: What's the best place you've ever been to? Where have I been to? I've been to Whitefish, Montana.
I was actually about to say that.
Montana is
Big
beautiful.
Fork, Montana.
Big
I think is
Fork.
where I was. Yeah.
Big Fork.
Which was just like right outside of Whitefish.
Really?
Yep.
Was it? Did you go to Glacier? Is that what it was?
I did
National Park?
I did go to Glacier National Park. Best place I've ever been to.
It's beautiful.
It was surreal. We had a little I don't know if it was Airbnb or VRBO or Verbo. Is it Verbo or is it VRBO?
I've never heard anybody say VRBO.
That's crazy because that's all I say.
Pebbles is calling you, I think.
Oh, well, that's all right.
That's okay.
Yes. It might have been one of those of VRBOs, but anyways.
Is that what you call it?
Yep, that's what I call it. But Annika said that the other day that I was crazy for calling
I
it
think
that.
that's insane.
Because I've never heard anybody say Verbo, though.
I've never heard anybody rent a Verbo. Continue.
I don't know.
We'll
Any hoodles.
It
was right there, like by a little mountain range, and we had
Are we gonna see a Pebbles guest appearance?
We are.
Oh my
We
goodness.
are.
It's Pebbles, boys.
This is Pebbles. Well,
This is
you already
Pebbles.
saw her.
You already saw her, but now you see her in her full flesh.
There you
And
go.
fat.
And fat. And yeah, it was like right on a little river. And I just will never forget just like sitting out on the back porch, just seeing the
vibing.
sunset over the river, seeing the mountains in the background. It was beautiful, 60-something degree weather,
Just perfect.
fresh air, no industrial crap,
Industrial.
cow
complex.
poop like here.
Oh, yeah. If you ever come to Lubbock and you smell like it just smells like shit.
Like you think somebody smeared poop
Like
all
someone
over
just
the
like
streets.
on the windows of your car just shat.
Oh,
It
goodbye.
is because there's just like, but the manure blows in from like the cow farms apparently, like north
the
of us.
north wind.
The north wind, and there's just like it happens the same time every day. It's like at 5 or 6 in the afternoon. You just go outside and it just
When the sun goes down.
when the sun goes
man,
down, you just smell like just
Yeah.
just
It's like poop.
literal.
I
poop.
guess that is what it because
Yeah,
that is
because
what
it
it
is
is.
poop.
But like the first day that it happened, I'll never forget. I was at an event. I was at an event with Jake, and we were like at a little like he was rushing a fraternity, and we were at one
Bucks.
of the events, right, in somebody's backyard, and for about 20 minutes, I was so convinced that I had stepped
In shit.
in shit, like
Literal
I stepped in
shit.
shit because it followed me everywhere I go. Jake couldn't smell it. Nobody seemed to bat an eye.
Because it's
And I was like, I stepped in poop and nobody knows. And I went and like, I went out to my car like 3 separate times. Like I would take a lap and be like, where is it on me? Like it's gotta be somewhere.
'Cause it smells
Nothing's
like
on my shoes.
shit.
Nothing's on anything. And all of a sudden it just hit everybody like a truck
Mm.
when we like right when we left. And man, it was the worst thing
It's
that
really
I've
bad.
ever smelled.
Texas Tech is not the prettiest campus.
Right.
The campus isn't bad.
Campus is nice. Just like it's
You know what's the biggest campus in the USA?
that's not right.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I think by acre because they count the
Contiguous
hospital.
campus?
They count the hospital.
I don't
Like
know,
they
but I
count
think
across.
I think we're second.
Really?
Or third.
Hold on, boys. I'm gonna Google this.
Well, that's fine. Anyways, it happened again, like the very next week, and I had my little brain must have forgotten that it does this because I walked out of my dorm, and I no joke thought that somebody smeared poop on the walls as a joke, like because it stank so bad. I think it's some random university.
No,
like
okay,
Brown
okay,
or like
wait, no.
Bowen or like,
Wait, hold on, wait.
but
What is the biggest? How do I word this? Acres?
it's like contiguous campus, like biggest.
What college has the biggest continuous campus?
Sure, close
I
enough.
don't think that's gonna work. Berry College.
Berry College. I
Tucked
know
in the
sometimes
foothills of
it'd
the
be-
Appalachian Mountains, covered more than 27,000 acres.
Yeah, and then I think it's like
The Texas Tech campus just got a lot smaller.
Right, they sold something off.
Interesting. But you know what the most enrolled campus is? Do you want to know? You know what
In the
most?
United States?
Yes.
The biggest campus?
The biggest like enrollment.
Well, I know what it is, so I'm not going to spoil it for the viewers.
What is it?
Is it GCU?
No, it
I
is
thought you
not
told me it
GCU.
was.
No,
Oh,
it like I'm talking about like on
campus. Oh, okay. Biggest enrollment? I don't know. I would assume it would be something like UCLA or like a
It is drumroll. A&M.
Is it really?
It is A&M with nearly
like-
75,000
yeah, okay.
students attend the college.
That's crazy.
What's next? I think next is Florida.
UT's up there pretty good too. They're
Really?
like 50 something or 60
Oh wait, okay. So here is college campuses by
by population.
by popular. No wait, this is hold on, guys. Don't worry, I'll find it here in a second. Oh, here we go. So first is A&M with 74,000. Then
Boo.
it's University of Central Florida, UCF
Really?
with 68.
No way.
Ohio State with 61. New York University 59. Arizona State with 57.
Really?
Illinois, Florida, and a lot of Florida schools. 3 Florida
so.
schools, and then Texas is 10th.
Dang.
Are we anywhere near here?
Nope. 'Cause
Really?
We're at like 40 something thousand.
Good.
Hello,
Okay,
Pebbles.
Michigan. Hold on. Oh, Houston's up here. There's a lot. North Texas is 24th.
Dang. How many
What?
people?
I think that said 47. No,
Yeah.
that says 44. 44,000.
That's probably about us. We're
44.
around that.
Probably that. So we're
I
probably,
think we're getting up to 50 next year. Or by 2026, we'll be at 50,000. That was the goal.
Why do you think Texas Tech gets such a bad rap?
Because anybody gets accepted.
Well, not somebody that we know. That's probably gonna be watching this podcast.
Who?
Michael's lady friend.
She didn't get it?
She did not get the text. She did not get it in Texas Tech.
I am very sorry about
But she
that.
will be here because
If
she's
our
going to do the
viewer-
online. She's going to do the online.
If our viewer is watching this, I'm very sorry. I did not know that, and I would not have said that as that.
As
But
that
I
came
think
out.
that because they have been getting stricter over the last couple of years,
They have.
is what they've been saying.
But
But previous to, like 2010,
2010, it was a joke.
right?
Let's
Like
be real.
this place was
Not real.
no, still isn't, but like
Still isn't really a real school.
even worse. Like it's had to be worse than it was now.
But
I think it just gets a bad rap because this is where people that don't get into UT
UT
go.
and A&M.
Or
go.
A&M go, right?
My thing is, I think why it gets a bad rap, at least my thing, is that I think the people that go to Tech think Tech is like the best school ever.
Well, it is.
Like we have been brainwashed into thinking that Texas Tech is the best school in the country, and I think it's up there. I think for like experience wise and like fun wise and like having a good time and having like a community, Texas Tech is definitely top 5 in a lot of for a lot of schools, because there's a lot of like if you go to Texas Tech and somebody else goes to Texas Tech, it's a big bonding moment.
It is a very large network in a very somehow wealthy network.
Yes.
So I don't know.
My theory about it, because I think the people that come here that like do business, I think they have a lot of dedication. They're just not. They're just like the people that succeed. They have a lot of dedication.
Right. I will succeed.
Luke will succeed.
I will succeed.
Luke's gonna be.
And
up
I
there.
am a business student.
He's a business at the Rawls College of Business.
At the Jerry S. Rawls College of Business.
Also,
School.
Mahomes went here. Fun fact.
Patrick Mahomes was a finance major.
He was. So basically, Luke and him. No, you're not finance. You're marketing.
I'm not finance.
But basically, like
Jason is.
Jason and Patrick Mahomes are basically the same person.
Right.
If you really think about it, I just don't think Texas Tech is like that bad of a school. I think it's just there are some majors here that are not real.
It certainly is not as hard
No.
as like our workload is very easy compared to.
But I will say the nursing school here is really good.
Right.
That is the one thing that Texas Tech
we
has.
We do have a good nursing school. We have a very good agricultural program
Yes.
as well. Those are probably our top 2 exports of knowledge.
Is business not up there?
No, not really. I mean, it's like, no.
No.
I mean, maybe. I don't really know.
What GPA do you need to stay in there? Is it 3.5?
I think I need a 3.25.
Oh, that's not crazy.
Or
I don't know why I
3.2.
thought it was harder.
No, it's not.
Mine, everybody, roll the drum roll. What do you need to stay into advertisement/income? 2.5.
2.5.
If you
to
cannot
stay in media communications.
If you cannot maintain a 2.5 GPA in high school, or not in high school, I did not maintain a 2.5 in high school. In college, you're just not meant to be here, man.
Yeah, that's right. It's really not as difficult as some people make it out to be.
For the record, I do not have a 2.5. I'm saying that's what you need.
Right. What are we looking at now?
My GPA?
Yeah.
I think we're around a 3.2, 3.2.
There
I
we
think
go.
we're in 3.2 area.
There we go.
Last
And
semester
that's
we were
what I
like
like
at
to hear.
3.
Okay.
Now we're 3.2. We're
picking
making
it
our
up.
we're
I
making
like
our
that.
rolls.
I like that.
What I think I had this conversation with somebody last week. I think it was
Okay.
George. It's like people freshman year, either they really lock in and they like get their GPA ahead a lot because they're like, okay, these are the easiest classes I'm gonna
Right.
take, or you do what I did and you're like, okay, first year of college, fuck it, I'm just gonna go every weekend. I'll pass with a C and a B in this
Right.
class that I could actually get an A in. Youngins watching, freshman year you just lock in. You don't have to lock in fully to where it's like I can't have any fun.
Set yourself up for
Set
success.
yourself up for success because it's way harder to up your GPA later than your freshman year of college when you were taking literal jokes of classes.
That's right.
Unless you're taking like chemistry
Right.
or like those
if
hard
you're
classes.
Ian,
If you're Ian,
there
or
are no
Ella or
easy
somebody that's
classes.
like in a hard major, yes, there are no easy classes. But if you're like
Sorry.
in business or like advertisement or something like that, take your
Just-
freshman year and
just
just
lock
lock in for one semester and get all A's.
Yep.
And then the next semesters you can kind of, because you're not going to
You
have
can
as
work
much
it a little bit.
workload.
Yeah.
You're just going to have harder classes, in
Right.
quotations, harder classes.
Right. That's kind of the route that I took, not on purpose. It just kind of happened. I
You just locked in.
did pretty good my freshman year.
good.
Was sitting at pretty at like a 3.7,
Oh,
and I was like, man, I'm feeling good.
he's feeling good about himself.
Last semester didn't have such a good feeling, or the semester before. I think actually, is
think
what
accounting
did it.
got him good.
It was my second semester of my freshman year. I took my 3.7 and I put it in the toilet. Did not really
Didn't lock in.
lock in like that. Then I ended with like a 3.6.
Well, were the
3.5.
classes just hard, or were you just
Nope.
not? You just weren't locked in.
Just like
Was this last semester?
no, it was.
Oh, it was like the
year
last
ago.
semester of freshman. Whenever
Yeah,
I
it was
was
just,
here,
It was just
I think I was a bad
it's
influence
just
for it.
I really don't know. I loved the classes. I loved all of the like my professors and stuff. They were all very good. I just felt like I was checked out. Didn't care. Didn't want to do good. You know, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with my life.
I think a lot of people
I'm
do.
just here taking classes, and for somebody that's not motivated by an A or
a B.
Right.
As long as you get a B+.
It's hard for me to get myself to be like, I need to do good in this class. Because what am I working for?
What am I looking for
I
here?
don't know.
What do you think? What is the percentage of people that go to Texas Tech that you think have their life not figured out, but
Like
they
they
have
know
like
what they
a
wanna do.
clear path of like, okay, I want to do this type of thing?
By the time they graduate?
Yeah.
A good percent.
You think so?
Yeah, I'd say 75%.
I would say below 50. I would say people that like go to college and I think you can kind of know that you want to do something before you get to college. Like if you're that driven, like I think like Ian knew what he wanted to do before he came to college. Right. I think if you're like in high school and you like are taking harder classes and you come to college and you're like, I have this set, then I believe you. But if you come here and you're like, man, I'm just I don't really know, because I don't know. Luke doesn't know.
I certainly
Jason
don't
doesn't know.
Nope.
Jake does know. Jake does know.
Jake does know.
But like I think I think a lot of people don't know. There's more people that don't know that I think that do know.
Okay.
I think there are some people that are really good at school, they like get really good grades, but they don't like I don't think Creed knows what he wants to do.
Right.
Like I know Thomas does, but like there are some people that have like really good GPAs that I'm like, okay.
I think it just depends on your major. You know,
It
business
really does.
is very general.
That's true.
So most business people, either they'll have a very broad idea, like I want to be a social media marketer, and they're just going through the business school instead, or they want to be an accountant. I don't know who wants to do that, but some people out there.
There are some people that want to be an accountant.
Yep.
Not me.
But there are majors that are very specific, like computer engineering.
That's
or mechanical engineering. Like you kind of have an idea.
That's like very niche.
What kind of stuff you would like to do. So I think it just depends.
Now,
really on the major.
My question is, how many people that are in college that are getting a degree to go to a job don't actually need that degree? Like how many people want to do a set job and then they're like, okay, I don't actually need this degree to do that job. Like how many people that want to work in sports need a sports blank degree?
Not many.
Not many at all.
Because it's such a new degree that nobody
really cares. Not cares, but like it isn't as like impactful as if like I went to like an ad agency.
I just don't think it changes really anything. If you are a business, like if I'm a business whatever student, business marketing, and I say I want to go do market research for a sports team, like I don't think I would be turned down because I didn't have a sports marketing degree.
Yeah, I agree. I will say, I think in like 10 years that'll be different though.
Right. Yeah, I think.
But I think right now, also I think in like 10 years, I think college is going to be way different than it is right now.
Probably so.
I think there's so much like new information about like AI and all that kind of stuff that there's going to be, I'm so serious. There's going to be people that right now are in college that have a degree that will literally do nothing for them.
Yep.
Like I think it's like, it's harder to like, I'm trying to think of like a job that is going to be erased from AI. Like, I mean, I would say marketing.
Just like, yeah, market research,
but that's more of like statistical stuff.
Right. And
I think it's hard for I think personally it's hard for an AI to like be creative in certain aspects.
Yes, like literal marketing like that.
I'm talking about like literal marketing where it's like you brainstorm. I think that'll be around longer. But
but
I think like the
like numbers,
the number side of marketing and advertisement, I think will be wiped out pretty soon. Because like
people are already having that done. That I'm not gonna say I've read because I'm not a nerd. I'm just kidding. But like we've had talks about it in class where like
it's like you don't need that anymore.
Like people will just like run a software instead of like having individual people like go look at it and be like, what are some trends?
Yeah.
Like you just have a software run trends now. Yeah. Like look like keywords and whatever.
But I will say, I think there's going to come a time with AI where it's like there's going to be people that just miss the human behind it. And it's like you're going to see an ad and you're like, this isn't even like, this doesn't resonate with me. Terrible. This is so bad. You can like watch TV now. There's some really bad ads out there.
They got to be AI
generated. But also I think there's just such a broad advertisement is so hard because there's just so many people in the world that you want to advertise to, but you can't advertise to everybody. It's like you want to advertise to college kids, you want to advertise to older people, but I think it's just that's why advertisement is so hard and like marketing is so hard because like there's just you can't make everyone happy in life.
Right.
Overarching thing, even without marketing, you can't make everyone happy. You think that, Luke? What do you think about people that are too, what's the word? Too
Optimistic?
Not optimistic. No, not optimistic. Too giving. Just too giving people.
Can you be too giving?
I think to an extent. I think not giving as in like materialistic things. I meant like giving your own self-happiness to please other people. Yeah. Why do you think people do that?
I think that's just how some people are wired. I think some people feel good that they're making other people feel good. I think that some people, certainly some people feel like they need, they kind of have like that compulsion where it's like, I have to say yes to you. I have to have you like me, or else I'll feel like I'm not enough.
Is that bad? That's bad?
I don't think that's bad.
Interesting.
Because I think people like that.
We do know people like that.
Where it's just like, brother can't say no.
Brother cannot say no. Lucas said no to me like verbatim one time.
Yep.
Like usually this will happen. I'll shoot Luke an idea. And I'm like, hey man, you want to go do this? And he'll say two things. He's either like, oh yeah, he'll say yes. He'll be like, yeah, I'm down. Or he'll be like, oh, like, yeah, but like I don't know, like I may do this.
I'll say, let me just check something.
Let me check something when I know he has nothing to do. No offense, Luke.
No. Oh no, certainly not.
No offense.
I know I have nothing to do.
So whenever Luke says that, I'm like, okay, he doesn't want to do this. He's trying to be nice. But I forgot what I said to you.
You asked me to go camping with. You
my God!
You asked me to come hang out in the tent.
Oh my God!
And it was like post basketball.
So at Texas Tech, for people that don't go here, we camp out.
I need to get some chapstick.
Yeah, Luke's gonna go get some chapstick. Basically, we camp out for games for Texas Tech versus Texas. We camp out every single year. It's like I don't know why we do it because we fucking suck. Anyway, so I got convinced I was just gonna buy a ticket. Me, Luke, and some other people were just gonna buy a ticket and just go to the game and not wait in these tents. But I got coerced into going and sleeping in a fucking tent. That'll be a podcast for another day. Anyway, it's like the game's on Tuesday. It's like game's on Monday. It's like a Saturday night. No, was it Sunday? It doesn't matter. It was a Saturday night, and I'm just sitting there like we were playing rec basketball, and then I leave, and I'm like, Luke, hey man, like you want to come chill in the tent? Fastest no.
It was after a basketball game.
It was after a basketball. Oh yeah, it was after our basketball game on Saturday. I hit Luke with the hey, you want to come chill in the tent? No.
Stern no.
Immediately fastest no I've ever heard him say in my life, and it's the only time I think Luke has genuinely hit me with the no, really that fast. He's hit me with the no before, but that one was like
that.
That one was
like didn't even think.
There's sometimes he'll say no. I'm like, okay, I can convince him. I can convince him to do this.
It's a soft no.
It's a soft. That was a hard, rock hard no.
And let me just explain myself a little bit.
I felt it in my stomach. No.
I didn't want to say no. Part of me is like I would have fun hanging out in the tent. I didn't want to do it, but I have been getting sick.
Yeah, Luke was not. This guy gets sick.
I have been for the last year and a half. It's starting to turn me into a little bit of like a hypochondriac, where like things bother me. Like, like if the air conditioner's on and I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, it's drafty. I'm like,
oh no,
like I'm
about to get sick.
Like I'm gonna get sick if I don't like cover up real quick, or like I sleep too much with my mouth open, and then
get the hostage tape.
And I'm like, like my throat is gonna hurt. Like it's gonna hurt all day if I don't drink water or go to sleep right now. And it's kind of like that after our sports games is when I always used to get sick. Like it would be that night. Like when I'd go to sleep, I'd wake up in the middle of the night, feel like I'm dying. So, every time we go, we leave there and I feel gross. I feel paranoid.
Yep.
And there's nothing that I want to do after a game than shower and go to bed.
Go right to bed.
Because it freaks me out. Like there's a little part of me that's like, if you don't do this, you're going to get sick.
You're going to get sick immediately.
So that was why I did hit him with a very stern no, because I was already kind of feeling.
Wasn't feeling the best.
It's just like my eyes feel like they're getting a little sticky on the sides. My throat's getting just a little tingly, and I'm just like I got a weird smell in my nose, and I'm kind of like, this is trouble.
This is bad.
This is trouble. And if I go and hang out with some friends, stay out here until 1 or 2
in the cold.
I'm gonna.
He's gonna catch it.
That's a lock on being sick. I would put my life on it.
What do you think is worse, a sore throat or a stuffed nose?
Sore throat, 100%.
There's some people that don't think that.
That is absolutely absurd if you don't think that. A stuffed nose, you can live with that your whole life.
Yeah, I think I live with a stuffed nose on the daily.
And I think I do too.
Like I can't like lay down. I can't lay down just flat,
Right.
or my
No.
nose will get stopped up.
And I'm such a I'm such a bad
He's a
mouth
big
breather
mouth breather?
because of that. Yeah. So I would take that every day. A sore throat is the death
Ooh.
of me.
I have a good question here.
Okay.
Eat everything you want
Yes.
and not get fat,
Yes.
or never get sick again. Ever. Like, you can literally, no matter what you do, you will never get sick. You will feel great every day. Like,
So theoretically, I could just never sleep again.
theor-
I guess. No,
okay,
'cause
I
your
meant
body,
like,
gets,
I meant like,
your body
I meant like
dies.
sick to where you're like
Yeah.
out of commission.
Oh.
Never have to worry about a sore throat.
Eat
stuffy
whatever I
nose.
want.
Woo!
100%. I love food too
I'm
much.
taking the sick.
Oh, dude.
Because my thing is whenever I get sick, I always get out of my routine, and then it's impossible to get back into it. It takes me like a month. But with eating, like, I'm not a big food guy, so it's like I'm not really like worried about what I eat. I'm not really like that desperate to like eat unhealthy food. But like if I liked food, I'd probably pick food too. But also, it's like being sick, never again.
Yeah, being sick sucks, but food is got to be a top 3 thing for me ever. And I don't even
All time,
all time.
top 3 thing of life.
There's
is food.
like food, music, and then like people. Those are my top 3. Like,
Okay.
just things I can't live without.
Never be able to eat anything and not be
Oh,
fat,
but never
or no
listen to
music,
music again?
or no music.
I'd probably pick. Wait. I hear birds out there. I would rather listen to music and not eat whatever I want, because then it's kind of just like it's already how it is.
It's true.
Like,
That's a
I don't
good
know if I
point.
could give up music, because I just like it's always part of our routine. It's true. Part of our daily. If I have to make my drive to class in
With no
silence,
music. But like the thing is, okay, was there be like no music at clubs, or just like you personally can't listen to music?
it would be like no, like you can never
You
hear
can-
music again.
Yeah, no. I would never want to do anything ever.
No,
Like, nothing
like
fun
your
would
life
ever
would
be
be
happening.
your life would be bland, but you can still eat unhealthy foods. If you said like vegetables only, or no music, now I don't know.
Yeah, that's different.
But like,
If
yeah,
I have to eat shitty food,
Yeah.
shitty food, shitty food, I can't do it. But
If you said, like,
I don't know. What's like the one thing you could never give up besides food and like music? Like one thing I could just never give up.
one thing I can never give up.
No.
I don't know. I always have water with me about everywhere I go.
That's a fair one.
My mom did that, and that is part of my life. I don't go anywhere without a water. But I couldn't live without air.
Yeah. I couldn't live without gravity probably. Oh
Yeah.
man, what could I not live with? Fuck.
Let me think. I love to play video games,
I was gonna say video games are up there.
and I play video games with my friends all the time.
I'd probably say video games. Because what would I do?
Well, probably a lot of productive stuff.
Probably a lot of
But-
productive things.
Would I want to do that? I
No.
don't know.
What's
No.
what's one habit you wish you could stick to?
Stick to or break.
You can do both. Like stick to is in like my habit that I would want to stick to. Like I
Oh,
would
like
want to
you
be
just-
able
oh,
to
yeah.
go to the gym every day without like feeling like I hate it.
I would just want to eat food.
It's healthy.
Eat healthy food, and like maybe not have such bad like compulsions to eat shit. Oh crap, crud.
Hey, eat crud.
Yeah.
What's one you want to break?
What's a bad habit I want to break that I have? We did this earlier too, and I don't even remember what I said. Also,
What was mine? I think
mine was like being late to things,
Oh,
or
yeah.
sleeping in. I would love to break
I
those.
physically can't sleep in anymore. My body wakes me up at 10 every day.
That is sleeping in.
10?
Yeah.
10 is not 10.
That counts. Yes. That
Really?
counts. Dude? Because people like, when's the last time Jake slept in till 10?
Okay, that's different. Jake's a beast. I think like a normal college kid 10's early.
Right, for a normal college kid. But like, think about in the professional world.
Yeah, 10 is not early.
Like in 3 years, if you
That's
wake
not
up
gonna
at
be
10, like you are lazy.
I'm lazy and
So-
late. That's true.
I don't know. It's hard to look at. I would
What's like a reasonable wake up time? 9?
well, if you have work, okay, I think like 8:30.
8:30?
Ideally, if I had it my way, I wake up at 8:30.
I
mean,
just can't imagine going to bed like at 12 every night and waking up at 8:30.
yeah, no, me neither. Because
sounds
we
terrible.
like to be up a little later.
That sounds terrible.
I think Mitchell's probably up a little bit later than me.
I think like if I could do it, I think the latest I'd want to stay up in like my adult life is like 12:30. Damn.
The latest?
No, like on like a daily basis.
Oh,
like
yeah, like when you have work and
12:30
stuff.
and go to bed
Well,
at
that's
and wake
different
up at
because all your
8:30.
friends are, old and have jobs, and your
It's true.
wife, maybe your husband, I don't know where you're leaning, but
A little bit of both.
you know, if they're already in bed, it's like, what are you doing up?
It's true. Yeah,
Like, it's easy
I guess
for
you're gonna have
us now
responsibilities.
because we like everybody's young, everybody's like, you still got some people awake,
It's true. Most people are awake at like 1.
right? So yeah,
I don't know, but like, I don't think I can ever do what Jake does and wake up at like 6.
no, go to bed at night.
I'm gonna ask him when he comes on.
10,
I'm
wake
like,
up
Jake,
at-
how do you do this? Like, how do you miss it? Because he was not like that before, was he? Has he always been like that?
Nope, not until like last year. Or senior year, I think he started being a little bit more in a routine like that. He's always been like a routine guy. Like, he used to sit there and like had to FaceTime his girlfriend every time at like 7:30 or 8:30. Get off the video game, go FaceTime his girlfriend, and then go to sleep at like 10. And I'm like, dude,
That's dedication.
we're having fun.
Nope. Can't
Yeah,
have fun.
No.
What do you think is like reasonable? Usual put you in the doghouse. Like, what usually gets you in the doghouse?
What gets me in trouble?
Yeah, what usually gets you in the doghouse?
Maybe like just being annoying.
That's fair.
Like, just
doing some nonsense.
I mean, I just like say stuff and I sing and I like just
Do too
like
much.
obscure TikTok references
Ooh.
that she doesn't know what I'm saying, but I'll say it
And
10
laugh. Yeah, and
times
you'll-
and laugh at myself.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
And she's like, "What are you laughing? Like, what could possibly be funny?"
So you
And
don't
then I
get it.
show her, and then
She doesn't think it's funny.
she doesn't think it's funny,
And so
then
you're
I'm
like, "Fuck."
okay, well,
Mine is definitely. I think I ask her, "Are you childish?" Like once, like
Yeah.
4 times a day.
yeah.
Are you
Well, they
childish?
haven't even seen the shirt.
Oh, they have not seen it. That'll be for next episode.
Ooh.
Let me show you a little fit. This is Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey Thunder jersey.
Very nice guy, very respectful.
Very
of young
respectful
women.
dude. Didn't do anything wrong. Free him. Luke, you want to show him what's under the Anderson Trojan?
What's under the hood?
What's under the hood even?
Well, right here you can see I've got the Anderson Trojan repping him for
Anderson
life.
Trojan alum.
Underneath I have a I've got me like possums howling
Howling
at
at the moon like wolves.
like alpha wolves, except these are sigma possums.
Sigma possums.
So these are pretty sick. Love these shirts. This one was a gift to my brother,
Trey.
Trey.
Hello, Trey.
Yep. And I just figured I'd toss it on for the potty.
I think that more of these shirts need to be brought back in society. Like Jake wears them normally.
We do need some more fun ones.
Like we have a Fortnite one. Are you childish? Knob.
Fortnite.
Are you childish? I'll describe it. It says, "Are you childish? Yes or no." Penis drawn in the no. Knob at the end with a B.
Phallical object.
Phallical object. What else
Object.
we got? All right, this is not a drill. And it's a picture of a hammer.
That one's
a good
just
one.
classic.
We have a LeBron jersey, Justin Fields jersey, Josh Giddey jersey, and that is it.
I think that is it.
And we have a Fortnite llama. I already said that one.
Yep.
Fortnite
Fortnite
llama.
llamas.
And that's it. And we got a picture of Joe Biden. Well,
The 46th.
the 46th. Well, man, I think that's all I got.
Well, I think that's all I got
That's
too.
all I
It's
got.
been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure, man.
Chatting with
We were
you.
supposed to do this for 30 minutes. We've been talking for
An hour.
an hour. What time? How time flies.
Just guys cutting up.
One more thing I got to show them.
Sigma.
We got this at Goodwill a couple days ago. It is a marble
We didn't even like.
tiger.
We didn't even show off the
We'll do this.
background
We'll do
at
this.
all.
Every single
We'll pick an
podcast,
item.
pick an item. So we'll do Sigma and one more since it's the first episode. We'll do Sigma. This is Sigma. He is a lion, marble lion. We got him at Goodwill for $10.
I think we just need like one of the OGs, like just for the first.
So when we there's Groot.
Like Groot?
We'll go Groot. There's gonna be all this stuff's gonna fall off, but it's fine.
Oh.
Basically, Groot was the first thing on the mantle. This was the first thing we had on the mantle when we moved in. I got him at Walmart. He was the first one added, and now he keeps our
He
chains,
does. He.
which I'm
he
wearing.
Holds all of our jewelry.
I'm wearing a chain right now. He also has a Sonic gift card, and if I'm not mistaken, that's
Earrings
another.
are in there somewhere.
Earrings are in there as well, and then my main event fun card.
Nice.
He was the first edition, and next episode we'll talk about Dak Prescott.
Ooh.
Dak Prescott is up there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was Inside the Meta Thursdays with my guest Luke. Assuming Luke will be on here a couple times, probably multiple.
Yes.
Next episode, we have Jake is going to probably come on. We'll talk to him about Jesus, life, God, how he keeps his routines, his
A
battle.
little bit different of a vibe than me.
Yeah, Jake is way more. It'll probably be more serious. Be a little bit more serious with Jake. I think me and Luke are just.
We're just two dudes.
We're just two dudes, really. That's it.
This
This is
is one of the podcasts
one of the
of all time.
podcasts of all time. If you stayed this long, comment in the comment section. Are you childish? Oh, yeah. 10 likes, Luke will get in the ice bath for 5 minutes. 15 likes, I'll get in there for 7.
No reaction.
No reaction. I can't wait. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Add us to everything. Sigma's out.
Sigma's out.